Hello, I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to this channel. In this video, I'll be talking about how Moreland University helped in securing my current teaching job and how it is still helping me in my teaching career. If this is the first time you are watching me, my name is David. I'm from Ghana. I've been teaching for the past 13 years in Ghana, Vietnam, and currently I'm in Jakarta, Indonesia. If you do not know about Moreland University is an online university based in the US that runs teacher preparation programs and other teacher master programs. And through one of their programs, that is their flagship Teach Now teacher preparation program, I got a US teacher license. And in this video, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to talk about how Moreland University helped me secure my current teaching job and how it is helping me in my teaching career. Let's get started. Before I go into the video, I would like to tell you a bit of my story. So I taught in Ghana from January 2012 till I left in July 2019. Before I left Ghana, I had a BSc Environmental Science and a Master of Education in Science. I left Ghana to a bilingual school in Vietnam, and I taught in that school for like 4 years, and I moved to my second school in Vietnam in 2023, and I taught over there for 1.5 years. But when I was in Vietnam, I was researching and I realized that to enter into this real or top tier international schools, you need a teaching license, a government issued teaching license or teacher credential in order to gain opportunities in these top tier international schools. This is how I really got to know about this, because I've actually been reading about that in many job descriptions, but this is the turning point. So in 2022, I interviewed with a school in South Korea, and the principal was actually very satisfied. He was interested in giving me an offer, but my credentials back then was just a BSc Environmental Science and an MEd in Science Education. I didn't have a government issued teacher license. So he wrote to the immigration of South Korea and then asked if I could be given work permits and work visas looking at my credentials and then my experience. And the immigration replied and said, without a government issued teacher license, they won't be able to do work permits and work visas for me. So the principal back then advised I should look into obtaining a teacher license from any of these Western countries, and he mentioned Moreland University. He mentioned Teach Now. That was what was called then Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program. It's actually still called Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program, but the university name has changed to Moreland University. So I looked into it, and then I enrolled with Moreland University. I first did their Master of Education in Educational Technology program, and then continued with the Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program, wrote some exams, and then applied for a US teacher license, and eventually I got a US teacher license on the 29th of May 2024. Exactly 3 months after I received my teacher credential or teacher license from the District of Columbia Education Office, I landed this job. But prior to me getting this job, I applied to this job, and one of the things mentioned in the job description is if you do not hold some credentials like a US teacher license, a UK license, or an Australian license, you will not be invited to the interview. So I can confidently say that it was the US teacher license that I possessed that gave me the opportunity to even be invited to the interview in the first place, and eventually I got this job. So I can say that Moreland University helped me in securing this job, because it is through Moreland University that I got the US teacher license, and I will always be forever grateful to Moreland University. during my studies with Moreland University, from time to time in our Zoom meetings or our virtual classroom sessions, especially in the breakout rooms, I did discuss with my cohort members some interview tips and websites where teachers can get this top-tier international teaching jobs. Though I knew many of these websites, but I got to know more during my studies with Moreland University, and also I got to learn so many interview tips during my studies from my cohort members, from my instructors, and these tips, they helped me a lot during the interview. How you become very confident in front of the camera if you are interviewing remotely, how you answer some interview questions, and then how you be able to give some specific examples to the claims that you make, and how you position yourself and then market yourself profitably, so that it increases your chances of landing these jobs. I learned many of these tips during my Moreland University days with my cohort members and with my instructors, and I would say that this is another way Moreland University helped me in securing my current school job. Many teachers in international schools who are graduates of Moreland University are doing so well for themselves, to the extent that Moreland University is being talked about as one of the best teacher training institutions out there. So if you are an alumni of Moreland University, it's like you've been given one foot already in the door. So whatever happens during the interview or in the interview process depends on you. During my interview for this current job, one of the interviewers mentioned that some of the most effective teachers, some of the most efficient teachers they know are graduates of Moreland University. So I can say that they, knowing that I'm from Moreland University or I'm a graduate of Moreland University, they already knew that I'm somebody who has gone through rigorous training with the required skills that they need in their school. So I can say that this is one of the reasons why I was given this job. So I think I can conclude that Moreland University helped me by giving me a foot in the door, and the rest was just how I performed during the interview process. So this is how Moreland University helped me in securing my current school job. Now, I'd like to share with you how Moreland University is still helping me in my teaching career. So far, I have done 2 PDs with Moreland University after I got the US teacher license. One was in AI, and then one was in student-centered planning. And each of these PDs is worth 15 clock hours. And when you hold a DC teacher credential, after every 4 years you would have to renew. And to renew this teacher credential, one of the ways is you apply with some PD hours. You need 120 hours to apply for renewal. 60 hours should be PDs that are directly related to the course you are teaching or to the subject you are teaching, and then 60 hours should be related to education in general. And so far I've done 2 with Moreland University, and these 2 are worth 30 hours worth of credits that I can use in addition to the other PDs that I'm doing to apply for renewal of my current District of Columbia teacher credential. So this is another way Moreland University is helping me. It is helping me secure some PDs or some credit hours that I can use to later apply for renewal of my US teacher license. Sometimes when you apply for jobs in certain schools, certain international schools, you may be asked to submit an introductory video and or teaching videos, so your potential employers would see how you teach or how you manage your classrooms. And for many applicants, this means that you would have to go prepare and think about which lesson you'll be recording your video in, edit this video, upload and then send the link to your potential employers or whichever school you are interviewing with. In many cases, this can be time consuming, but if you are a graduate or if you are an alumni of Moreland University, you already have teaching videos, you have classroom teaching videos. During the last 12 weeks of Moreland University's Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program, you'll be doing the teaching clinical, where you go to your classroom and then you record yourself teaching, and in these teaching videos you'll be meeting some requirements of certain standards, and you'll be annotating this video and then you send it to Moreland University. You'll have a mentor who will guide you through this teaching clinical period. So if you're a graduate of Moreland University, you already have teaching videos, so if you are interviewing with such a school, you can easily send them any of these videos for them to see how you teach, for them to see your classroom routines, for them to see your classroom management skills. And this can save you a lot of time, and it can actually give you an edge in getting closer to your dream international school. I'm someone who believes that you don't put all your eggs in one basket. So as an individual, irrespective of your career, you should be doing some side businesses to augment your financials. And as a teacher, I do run some online businesses, and in one of the businesses that I do, I learned many of the tools during my training with Moreland University. Currently, one of the courses I am selling is I've created a course to teach anyone who is interested in making money by saving teachers' time, by creating innovative lesson plans very quickly for any teacher who teaches any subjects in any curriculum. With the tools that I teach in this video tutorial, you'll be able to create lesson plans in minutes and save teachers tons of time. I've already had people who have bought my course and then they have already started making money out of that. If you are interested in knowing that course, please check the video description below and then just leave your questions in the comment sections and I'll be more than happy to answer you. So this course, like I mentioned, it will teach you how to create these lesson presentations very quickly. It will teach you how to market your businesses to people in order to get more clients, and then you make presentations for them and then you make some money. Some of the tools that I teach in this course, I learned about these tools during my studies with Moreland University. So I didn't just obtain a US teacher license through Moreland University. I got some skills from Moreland University that I'm currently leveraging to make some extra income online. I make videos online on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, and the gear I use in making videos, the camera, the microphone, the softwares I use to edit my videos, the lighting equipment, I learned about many of these tools and softwares during my studies with Moreland University. In Moreland University, when you go through the Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program, you will be making videos. Even if you do any of the master's program, even if it's not education technology, you'll be learning about some edtech tools. And I got to learn about some of these tools, some of this GS, some of this software during my studies with Moreland University, and I am still using them. So Moreland University, like I mentioned before, didn't just help me to secure a US teacher license, but I've gotten some skills that I'm currently leveraging, and I'm sure I will continue to leverage them for life. So this is how Moreland University helped me to secure my current teaching job, and how it is still helping me as a teacher or as a person in life. If you are interested in getting a US teacher license through training with Moreland University. I've made several videos about Moreland University on this channel. You just type the playlist Moreland University and you see all the relevant videos. If you have any question, just leave it in the comment section. If you have any question about US teacher license, if you have any question about Moreland University, just leave it in the comment section. And if you are interested in getting a US teacher license through training with Moreland University, check the link in my video description below and it will get you started. Again, don't hesitate to leave your questions in the comments. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, I would appreciate you like, you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and then you hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload, you'll be notified. Until my next video, you take care. Bye bye.